Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be washing the Redsbaby Jive 3 pram. So as far as I can see, the Redsbaby Jive 3 and 5 are very similar. I found a video on YouTube that was from Redsbaby and it is titled Redsbaby Jive 3 and 5 Platinum. This is the Platinum, but I'm pretty sure that's more of a textile and like frame color and choice and fabric kind of thing, so it's not really the functionality and how things work. So yeah, how to wash a Redsbaby Jive 3 and 5. I'm going to start with the bassinet. First thing I'm going to do is just remove this caddy off the frame and make sure that's completely emptied, and that is totally fine to go in the wash. Obviously when it's emptied. I always wash everything on a delicate cycle. You can remove the boot cover with the two little magnetic parts, and that is fine to go in the wash as is. Any of these shades I would personally put on a delicate wash, or if possible give them a hand wash, because any Velcro that touches this fabric is just going to make pulls all through the fabric and it's going to look tacky. So if you can just give that a hand wash, that would be best. You can lift out. And of course, you can remove the bassinet mattress from the protector, or you can put it in together. If it's stained and you need to pull it out and soak it, then do that. But it's probably better to wash them separately. The last thing to remove from the bassinet is the inside. So it's just Velcro. We're just pulling on this part in here, all the way around. So this part can go in the wash as well. Again, be mindful of the mesh, but this mesh isn't really as important as it's underneath the bassinet mattress and it's not really going to get seen. And what is good about this is that it has this soft side of Velcro, so this soft side of Velcro isn't going to get stuck on anything else in the wash, so I would happily put that in. Unfortunately, the rest of the fabric is on there permanently as it's pop riveted in. So you can see some pop rivets here, and that is attached, and there's more pop rivets here, so the hood isn't going to be able to be removed, and same with the fabric on the side of the bassinet, which is a pretty common thing for a standard bassinet. So anything that needs to be cleaned on the hood or on the side of the bassinet, definitely give it a sponge over with some soapy water, and then give it a rinse with some water or like another cloth that's clean with water to get the soap out of it. That is the bassinet finished. Let's move on to the basket and then we'll do the seat. It looks like we're going to be all snaps. So we've got snaps 1, 2, 3, but on the bottom. And then we have one on each side, so one here and one here. We have another 2 snaps, one on each side, on the here and here. We have these really weird ones that go in a circle. And then we have the final 5 snaps around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the basket is off. The first thing we're going to do on the pram seat is remove the hood. If you pull this piece of fabric up here, it will reveal this little plastic part with a button. So we want to press the button and just pull gently and the hood slips out. I will admit that's very easy to get off. There's 2 pieces of Velcro at the back, so make sure that they come off as well. Unfortunately, I can't see any ways to remove the hood rod without having to drill out the pop rivets, and I can feel lots of bars sewn into the fabric as well. So there's 1, 2, 3 rods sewn in, and then this one here has been pop riveted in, which is the main one with the clamp on it. It's not really a hood clamp, but that's what I call a hood clamp. It clicks into the pram where it needs to go. So that's really unfortunate that that can't come off. But to wash it, just again wipe it down, or if it's really dirty, I would suggest putting it in a bath, upside down, let it soak, give it a gentle scrub. Usually soaking will get it out, but if you need a little bit more help, just be really careful of this fabric, as I'm not sure if this fabric would enjoy being scrubbed at too much. So maybe just using a cloth or something that's non-abrasive. If you tilt the footrest up, you'll find 3 snaps on the bottom, and then you can slip that piece of fabric off. There's a little buckle just here, and you unthread that one. Follow the belly bar around to the back. You'll see another snap in here. And that will be on the other side as well. Having a look at the back, we're looking at the pockets. To the left is another snap. And of course, on the right, there will also be that same snap. But we also have Velcro down the middle. Now we have everything undone, we should be able to lift the seat fabric up. And it should come out if we've done everything. When you've lifted it up like I have at the front here, check the back because there's a little lever, the recline lever. We don't want it to get stuck. Just pop that out like that, and then you should just be able to pull it all the way up and off. Ta-da! We are losing daylight. So the last thing we're going to do is turn it over to the back. And there are some snaps. We're going to take the bum board out. Oh, it's wood, so you're going to definitely want to take it out. I'm sure it's easier if you don't have to stand up and try and do it like on camera like me. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the back comes out. I can't see anywhere to get it out. It looks pretty sewn into place. So just chuck this in a gentle wash. I actually bought a bigger washing machine when I chose my washing machine. I bought the biggest one that I could so that when I was washing prams it would be easier to do. But if your washing machine is not big enough, throw it in the bath and give it a soak. Probably could give it a gentle scrub over. This fabric is okay, it's pretty durable. Also the head cap, you can remove it if you want to, but I honestly am not going to bother. So you're going to pop everything in the washing machine on a gentle cycle or a delicate cycle and just use normal detergent as you would with your clothes. Then put it out on the line to dry. If you're worried about it shrinking and not being able to fit back on because it has snaps, put it back on the frame wet. That's not a problem. I wouldn't put the bassinet back together wet though because it doesn't have any snaps, it just has Velcro, so that's not going to shrink to not fit. The basket also has snaps, so up to you if you want to put that on or not. But I mean, we are getting better with fabrics not shrinking, so it should be okay, but just to be safe. Okay, looking at our basket here, this is the way it's going to go to the pram frame. So we have the 5 snaps up the front, then we have these 2 loopy holes, remember those? And then 2 snaps on the side, but on either side, so 4 snaps in total. So it's pretty easy to put this back together. We have 2 snaps on the side of the basket. There's the 2 snaps on the side. We have 3 straps with snaps at the bottom. So they just go around and snap onto the bottom. Not with one hand. And the last thing we have are these little straps. So it's starting on this side, we're going to go out and around and then snap it back on itself. Okay, so we added our straps either side. The basket is on. Add the bum board back in. Now slide back over the seat frame. So we're going to open this Velcro part up and slide over here. Going to push it down. And we're going to put the footrest over as well. Okay, they seem to be all tucked in. Let's find all the snaps. We have 2 snaps on the back. Here's the other one. And then Velcro, which should basically fall into place. Remember, we need to make sure that this is hanging out so that you can adjust the seat, obviously. Come around to the front. We want to do this little buckle back up. So if you're unsure about this, it comes around from the bottom. It goes up. It goes through the side of the buckle. It's really hard to show this. So it comes through here and then it goes. So it comes up and then it comes up and over the buckle and then down into the buckle again. And then it comes around the buckle and we're trying to get it back through the front of the buckle down again. So I'm going to go over the buckle and then in, but through here. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. I'm just going to tuck that tail in up there. Oh, or maybe not. Oh, it's fine there anyways. Okay, these 3 snaps. 1, 2, 3. Do those up. And then we have 2 snaps on each side that go to the back of the frame, just below the belly bar. 1 here, 1 on the other side. Okay, that's done up. We've done these 3 up. And this one's done up. So, I think our seat is back on. We just need the hood. The hood is super easy to put on. All we have to do is find this part here and find our hood clamps. So we're going to line it up. How will we know what's the front? We will know, oops, we will know what the front is because the, what is this? Quilted part will be at the front and the meshy part will be at the back. And there's also a hole for the recline lever in the back. So we're going to line it up like that. click it in, both sides. Oh, make sure that piece doesn't get stuck in there. And you'll hear it click. And then the back, we want to push the hood forward, or open the hood, and check that this is lined up. It is not lined up, so we just want to push it through. That's it. Ta-da! Now the recline lever can work. Another thing I thought I might mention is if you've purchased this pram secondhand and you have no clue what these snaps are for, the pram originally comes with these strap covers. So they go on and they snap there so they can't move around, which I think is a brilliant idea. There is the strap cover in place and it can't move. There is our pram seat back together. Let's put the bassinet back together. Put the little insert in. So the way we know that that goes is there's mesh at the top, and this bassinet can be used for babies to sleep in through the night. So we want to keep that mesh clear, so we wouldn't want to put this over it. So I take this and put it all the way on one side at the end and try my best to smooth it out. Sometimes it can take a few goes until you're happy with it, how it's sitting. It took me a few goes when I first put it on. Got a little bit of room there. Okay. And then we need our mattress now. Be mindful, there is a top and a bottom to this. I think you can see that the bottom is definitely smaller than the top. So the bottom has the tag on it for the bassinet sheet, but you can kind of see that the top is bigger, and the top is the top and it's bigger because that's where Bub spends more of their time, and then the bottom is where their feet go. They don't need as much room down here.